The state of a mutual bond is the definition of friendship, the definition of friendship. And I think it's important to know that, because if we understand that definition of friendship in the true sense of the phrase, I believe we would begin to subtract some people out of our life, or declassify them, or remove them out of the category of being a friend in our life. There are a couple of things that you need to know about friendship and having people to be a friend in your life. One of the things I want to give you today is that you got to be mindful of elevating acquaintances to the status of friendship, void of qualifications, void of verifying them, void of vetting them. You know, whenever people work at certain levels of the federal government, they have to be vetted in order to be in those positions. Whenever you fill out for a mortgage, you have to be vetted. They ask for W-2s, they ask for credit, they pull your credit report. They do, a search on the place where you previously lived. Why is that? Because the whole idea is they don't aim to take your word because they don't want to be left with a bad debt. I think that happens to many of us in society, is that we move people or we bring people into our life way too soon, far too soon. We elevate them void of truly verifying whether or not they should really be in the status of being known as a friend. I think the other thing is, one of the things that you would do well to check is the title of friendship versus the deed of friendship. That's extremely important. There are many people, if you're not careful, they can have the title of friend in your life, but not the deed. If people are never reciprocating, and it doesn't mean that you have to necessarily be on the same level or to compensate or to give exactly back what a person's what they have received. But the idea is this, is that if there's never a desire for your friend to do for you as you do for them, I didn't say they had to have the resources to do it. I said the desire to do it. Well, listen, sometimes we give people the title of friendship when the deed of friendship is really not there. And then here's something else I want you to think about. The final thing I want you to think about is this, is that when your friendship is only based upon convenience, I think you got your answer. In other words, when it's all about what that person needs and never about what you need. I'll leave you with this. I had a person, we kind of grew up together, and they were never dependable, if the truth be told. And I asked them to do something. This was about 10 or 15 years ago. And once again, they let me down. Well, the Spirit of God spoke to me after that last incident and said, Gary, this is your fault. And the reason being, you know how he has been from the time that you guys have grown up together. And so when the Lord brought that into my mind, deposited that in my spirit, I understood it was my fault. What I determined at that day is that I would never put him in a position to do that to me again. Some of you are still being let down, not because the people let you down, it's because you really let yourself down. Stop depending on people who are not dependable. Stop trusting people who are not trustworthy. Stop relying on people who are unreliable. Save yourself the headache. Save yourself the heartache. Qualify your friends. They may need to be just placed in the category of being a good acquaintance, but a friend, I think, is too lofty a position for them to be in. I pray this word today gave you strength for the journey.